Hi guys, March is here. A new month, a new number, new vibration. So I decided to do a video about the main topics. There are 6 main topics, not just 4 like in February, that will be important in March or that are important to address in March. As I have already mentioned in February that we will be still dealing with feminine side of the equation, but now from the perspective of a mother, and the difference between the 2 previous months is in Trinity. So we move from individuality to duality, and now we are moving to Trinity. So man and woman create a new being. This is a child, or we have past, we have present, and we have future. We have mind, body, and soul. So these 3 aspects, there's 3 aspects of every in a way story or situation. So the important thing is to keep them in balance to be able to thrive. So the main issue will be the inner child. So pay special attention to the child needs, your inner child's needs, because from there the situations that appear in your everyday life derive from. So be aware of your needs or of your child's needs to be able to act accordingly and not act childishly or react childishly. So no tantrums, or if you have tantrums, just find the reason why you have them and find the purpose in that fact. Most or the majority of this comes from the family, especially the mother side or the mother side of the family. So to all the mothers out there, don't be angry. We are our greatest teachers, or we are as mothers greatest teachers for our children. They have chosen us as we have chosen our mothers. So another important aspect is to connect with mother archetype in ourselves. Men and women both have this archetype, and it's in a way opposite to the father's one, which will be the main topic next month. So number 4. So if you are not a female or a woman, this means that you are man, obviously. And for you, the most important, in a way, perspective is of how you see your mother's archetype. It can be, in a way, what your mother represents or represented to you. It doesn't need to be. It's just like, what do you think a mother has to look like, or what are her attributes? Okay. Also, deriving from that, because the Empress is the ruler of number 3 in major arcana in tarot cards, and it's always, or in majority of cases, portrayed as a pregnant woman or with a child, and this means creation. Okay, so man and woman create a miracle. This means that number 3 is like a magic number, full of creativity, full of still intuition, because it derives from the higher source, this miracle. And also it's creating a family, a new union, okay, coming from individual and a pair. There's a Trinity, as I mentioned, so it's a family, it's a bigger picture. And the parents, especially the mothers, have to create an environment, a safer environment for the child to develop in. And this means constant activity, constant thought, constant creativity around I don't know, creating new ways of parenting, of upbringing, and it takes a toll on the parent, especially the mothers, which often struggle with over responsibility, of being too controlling, of being afraid of the safety of the family, of the child, not so much themselves, but mostly the child or the children. They're very important topics to think on, or off, in this month, and how to balance them out to be, let's say, less in the head, so less in the ideas and more into the action. So the polarity, action and thought, so the mind and the feet are very important here. Of course, the heart as well, because it's in the middle of the two. And to be mindful of their health, because a lot of times the physical body takes its toll, and especially reproductive organs in both men and women. We all have them because this is where our magic creates, and so our sexuality as well. This part, very important. It will be more important in June because it's number 6, but still it's the reproduction area, so the creative area. So everything has to be in a way balanced. Intuition, where the magic happens, connected with the higher selves or the higher levels of consciousness. Jupiter, which is in Aquarius and it's the ruler of number 3, also helps with that. Yet a little caution is required. Luckily, we have Saturn in Aquarius as well, so it kind of slows the process, or let's say this expansion of Jupiter's gets little harnessed, or let's say we are more practical than in our heads, so in ideas, and it also asks us of commitment, so to commit to our small steps and stretches. I have this on my page every week, so I invite you to join me. We are now approaching the third part of the whole, let's say, process, but still there's a start. So start with 2 small steps and then stretch. Is a very good idea. Although you have done it before, it doesn't really matter, because like the child, who is learning to, sit and let's say then walk, and then ride a bike and so on and so on, and he or she fails many times, so she or he makes mistakes. This is the natural way of progressing or self-growth, and this is also the way to do things, okay, through mistakes, taking risks. Little caution again here. Number 3 is very, very, in a way, reckless, because it gets away easily, although taking risks, or during taking risks. But even cats die, although they have 9 lives, supposedly. Okay, so don't strain your body too much. Very important, as I mentioned, a physical body, because there's too much movement with number 3 vibration, and Jupiter expands that. Is just be careful around your health, especially around reproductive organs and your energy levels. So do the meditation, find a way to relax, rest, and to just make a plan of what you want to create in your life, and what do you want to stay in your life, and to, in a way, eliminate from your life. Okay, so it's a good month to start new projects and to follow through, not just keep them in your mind or in your head. Write them down and use the energies of Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, because you will be able to see many sides, not just both sides of the coin. And they will support you, these energies will support you or us in moving forward in more really practical way, not just like being still and writing ideas down. And the last one is communication, which means with the help of the planets, you will also be able to communicate in a more direct way. Mercury is back into its direct movement, so the communication will flow. The mentoring, teaching, sharing knowledge, professions, guidance, coaching will thrive because of the support of number 3. But there is always a but, as you know. Balance, 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 balance. Okay? Have fun.